right, time to wrap this thing up. Wild Card Series games 5 through 7. Couple 3-1 series leads. Pretty much every series is 3-1. We've got 2-2 between St. Louis and Huron. But Bighorn, San Antonio, Toronto, New York, Las Vegas. All 5 teams just a win away from wrapping up this round. Let's jump right into it. We are going to be starting with San Diego and San Antonio and Denver and Las Vegas. Denver strikes first. Kyle Sparacino, solo home run. 1-0 in the second. Got our Game 1 starters back on the mound here in Game 5. In most situations, I'd say. Las Vegas ties it up. Tommy Brown doubles in the first run of the game for San Antonio, but then leaves the game with an injury. And that's going to be a 7-month injury, ruptured medial collateral ligament for first baseman Tommy Brown. So his season and much of next season is over. Victor Jimenez doubles in the first run for the money line. They're up 1-0 on Toronto. And the Paddlers strike first. Steve Magano, solo home run. And then Edigio Marinelli, solo home run. 2-0 in the first in that game. All 6 games now underway here. Jim Hoggard doubles in Patrick Saul. 1-0 Washington strikes first. San Antonio adds 2 more in the fourth. Tapia sac fly and then an Estrada single. They lead 3-0 over the Seals. Brian Glasscock, solo home run. Huron, first to score in that game, and now every game has some action. They lead 1-0 in the second. Bases loaded, 1 out for Las Vegas in the 6th. They get 1 on a sac fly by Malley. It's now 2-1. They take the lead as we go into the last third of that game. Denver batting in the 7th. Tying run on first with 1 down. Just 1 hit for the Dynamite here in Game 5. Jesse Harnois, solo home run, ties the game for New York. First run of the game, 1-1. Sac fly for the Seals. Gary Huber drives in Gomez. It's 3-1 in the 6th. 1 hit for the Dynamite, 1 hit for the Generals in the 5th. No hits for the Steam in the 4th. A lot of good pitching performances from the Aces. Looking over to the top performers board, Jamie Cremeen, 7 innings pitched for Las Vegas. Just 1 hit, 1 run, 10 strikeouts. This guy looks like he might be the future of the High Rollers. Bases loaded for the money line, trying to add on to their lead. 2 down though. This pitching change. Toronto has Havens coming into the game. Eric Bernu, 2-run homer for the Generals. They now have a 3-1 lead in the 5th, and the Chiles Picantes add a run. Lazaro Rivas singles in Estrada. John Smith's solo home run ties it up for the Griffins in the 6th inning. It's now 1-1, and New York gets one back. Mario Ortiz solo home run, 3-2. I'm gonna slow this down to 10. Minami solo home run for the Paddlers makes it 3-0, and the Denver Dynamite down to the last 3 outs of their season. Four to 2 now as Gaona hits a solo home run for the Seals. They get one back. Davis on the mound trying to close it out for the High Rollers. He's pretty good, folks. But leadoff runner on, and Chris Stewart for the Dynamite. Pinch hitter Josh Turnage at the plate. Wild pitch scores a run for the Paddlers. They now lead 4-0 in the 5th. Turnage lines out. We've got another pinch hitter. And that's Visner. He lines out. It's going to be up to Corredora. And he does it! 2-run home run for Paulo Corredora. And the Denver Dynamite take a 3-2 lead in the 9th inning. Brian Hall doubles following the home run, so Denver trying to get a couple more. Davis can't get the job done. And Frank Pedroza singles in Hall. It's 4-2 Denver. Robert Santos solo home run, and then a James Dominy 2-run homer in the 6th inning for the Steam. Have them on top 3-1 now. And Mark Denton's going to solo home run in the 7th to tie that game 3-3. So we've got 2 ties in the 7th inning over in the Ice Conference. Las Vegas at bat now. Solo home run to lead off the 9th. Ramon Rosario makes it 4-3. So this game's not over yet. Peterson on the mound for his 2nd inning work. Not the same status as Davis. Pinch hitter Vega at the plate. After Chris Lane grounds out, there's 1 down. Vega flies out. Hall at the plate. Bradford coming in now to try to shut the door. And he does. Denver survives 3-2. I guess 10 was a little too slow. I just felt some drama was happening. We'll speed it back up to 20 here. On to the 9th we go. We will slow down for the bottom of the 9th if it's the Seals season on the line here. San Antonio trying to cushion that lead, 2 on, 2 out, but Founts pops out. So the Seals will have 3 outs left to try to stay alive in their season, down by 2. Meanwhile, bases loaded on the other side of the pond in the Ice Conference. But looks like a fielder's choice, I think it was, and then a double play, or vice versa, a double play, and then just an inning-ending out gets Somerville out of the jam. And that will do it. San Antonio wins 4-2. The Seals have been eliminated. Tying run at the plate for the Herons in the 7th, down 3-1 over there. And first and third for the money line in the 8th. Bases loaded now, 1 out, and they get 1 across. Craig Turcios singles in Roach. It's 2-1. Make it 3-1. Another single. Small balling Toronto to death right now. So they get 2 in the 8th. Toronto's going to have 3 outs left in Game 5. Bighorn 6 outs left in that game, trailing 4-0. The offense has been quiet for the Rams. Bottom of the 9th, we are in Washington, and the leadoff runner's on in Mariscal. And it's a final. Somerville hangs on 3-1 over Toronto. They're alive in the series. They trail 3-2. On to Game 6 we go. Patrick Saul flies out for the second out. Soto's at the plate trying to end it in Washington. He walks on 4 pitches. It's going to bring up Hoggard, 2 for 3 on the day. And he flies out. On to the 10th we go. Ryan Glasscock ejected for arguing a strike call in the 8th inning. Playing through injuries, probably frustrated. Final in Bighorn. Paddlers win 4-0. They stay alive. They trail 3-2. Eleventh inning in Washington. Empire at the plate. New pitcher for the Generals. It's going to be Moore. Scott Moore in the game. Final in Huron. St. Louis takes Game 5, 3-1 on the road. They get to go home now with the series lead, trying to close things out. Valenzuela pitching for the Empire. 2 quick outs, but Patrick Saul singles. Jose Soto flies out. That's going to end it in the 11th. On to the 12th. And that will do it in the 12th. Adam Freitas, 2-run home run for the Generals. And they stave off elimination. We're going back to New York, but the Generals are alive. New York leads the series 3-2. Game 6. Every series still going except for San Antonio, San Diego. We're going to start off over in Washington, New York, and Las Vegas and Denver. Solo home run, Mark Denton, 1-0 Empire. Digio Marinelli singles in Magana, 1-0 Paddlers in the first. New York strikes again. Jim Hendler, solo home run. 2-0 in the third inning over the Generals. Make it 3-0. Nairiki Hogan doubles in Denton. And in the Somerville-Toronto game, Victor Jimenez singles in Ross. Ryan Roach hits a sac fly in the third, and it's 2-0. Moneyline on top of Toronto. Paddlers add a run. Steve Magano doubles in Martinez. 2-0 in that game. Jose Rosales doubles in Lanier. Toronto's on the board. Brian Johnson, 2-run double for the Rams. They tie it up 2-2 in the third, and then a 3-run homer for Travis Eaton of the Griffins. Give them a 4-2 lead over the money line in the third inning. New York continuing the home run streak, the home run hitting, third home run of the game. Mark Denton, solo home run, second of the game for Denton. Brian Sack, 2-run home run for Toronto, makes that game 6-2. And St. Louis strikes first in the third inning. James Dominy singles in Valdez and Santos. Right now we're scoreless in Denver in the sixth inning between Las Vegas and Denver. Travis Eaton strikes again, driving in Sylvia. It's now 7-2. And a couple more runs for the Empire. Make that game 7-0 in the fifth. Las Vegas. Chris Lane, sacrifice fly, drives in Malley. It's 1-0 in the 7th. Let's see if it's enough. New York just exploding here in the 5th inning. Looks like they scored 9 runs in the 5th. It says 12 up here. It's actually 11 over here. So 8 runs in the 5th. Huron gets on the board with an error. It's 2-1 now. They do have second and third with 2 down, but they can't get any more. Washington gets a run. Probably too little, too late, as they're looking like they're going to be going home down 11-1 in that game. 2-run homer, J.R. Wilder in the 7th puts the Dynamite on top, 2-1. In Garcia Molina sac fly, the Rams now take the lead in the 6th. Sean Hall solo home run, and the High Rollers answer. It's now 2-2. Josh Kidd solo home run in the 5th inning. St. Louis now up by 2 runs, 3-1. Mark Denton for the Empire, 3 for 4, double, 2 home runs, 5 RBI. Great game. Hello Caradora, sac fly, Denver 3, Las Vegas 2. So putting the High Rollers back on the ropes here in Game 6. Trying to force Game 7, 3 outs left for the High Rollers. Let's see if they can get anything done in the 9th. Washington gets a run. Jim Hoggard singles in Saul. 13-2 in that game. 1 out. Danny Garcia grounds out. Malley at the plate. He strikes out swinging. It's going to be Rosario. Rosario can't get it done. 3-2. Dynamite take Game 6. We're going to have a Game 7 in Denver. Let's see if any other teams are going to join. Adam Freitas singles in Hoggard, 13-3. And St. Louis extends the lead 4-1 with a solo home run by Xavier Simmons. 6 outs left for the Paddlers, down 3-2 against the Rams. Toronto, pretty comfortable lead on the money line right now in the 8th inning, 7-2. Looking like they might advance here. Moneyline got one in the 8th. Doug Linder singles in Roach. We'll go to the 9th, though. With the Griffins up 4. Well, bottom of the 8th, then the 9th. New York, 2-run homer. 15-3, just exploding offensively here in Game 6, and they're going to advance. Leadoff double for the Rams, trying to get some insurance in the 9th inning. Up by 1 on the Paddlers. Tony grounds out in the ninth. Martinez at the plate for the Paddlers. 2 outs left in their season. He pops out. It's going to be up to Kareem Burke, who's getting pinch hit for. It's going to be Wallace coming into the game. And Wallace, he is out. Kareem Burke had like 3 home runs this series. Not sure why. He got pinch hit for. But that's it. Bighorn advances 3-2 in 6 games. New York advances 15-3 over Washington in 6 games. And Toronto advances 7-3 over Somerville. Meanwhile, Herons down to their last out of the season, trailing 4-1 in St. Louis. They've got the tying run at the plate. It's on Montenegro, but he can't get it done, and that will do it. St. Louis advances 4-1. We'll wrap up today. So 5-1 into Game 6. 5 series. 1 series remains. Here we go. James Jimenez on the mound for Game 7 for the Dynamite. Muhan Sankakli for Las Vegas. Kevin Porter, solo home run in the second. Denver strikes first. J.R. Wilder follows that up with a single, but Quintanilla strikeout ends the inning. Meanwhile, James Jimenez perfect through 3 for the Dynamite. Denver striking again. It's a bases loaded walk for Kyle Sparacino. And another bases loaded walk. Kevin Porter makes it 3-0 Dynamite. 3 hits by the Dynamite, but also 3 walks by the High Rollers pitching. And meanwhile, James Jimenez perfect through 4 now. Leadoff walk to Danny Garcia, High Rollers first base runner of the game, and a walk to Vaclay. It's followed up by 2 quick outs, and then another walk before Mao grounds out. So 3 walks in the inning, but Jimenez is through 5. And it's still scoreless for Las Vegas and hitless. It's 3-0. Bottom of the 5th we go. Hit by pitch, wild pitch, ground out, and there's a runner on third with 2 down. Another hit by pitch. A walk to Danny Garcia. Bases are loaded, and that's going to be a pitching change. Peterson in the game now. Todd Peterson, the closer. And he strikes out Malley looking. My goodness. Las Vegas has no hits. But they've left the bases loaded twice, I think, in the last 2 innings. Insane. Four walks, 2 hit by pitch. And there's a hit. Chris Lane, solo home run. It's 3-1. But Denver responds right away. Make it 4-1. Matt Barraleza gets a solo home run. And two more runners, and then a 3-run homer by Frank Pedroza makes it 7-1. And all of a sudden, the Dynamite have this game well in hand. Kevin Porter follows it up with a solo home run, so back-to-back home runs there in the 7th. And in the blink of an eye, this went from a 2-run game to an 8-run game. They're not even done. They get another Jose Quintanilla sac fly. Wilder scores. Matt Barraleza just hit his 2nd home run of the inning. Chalk that one down as something I haven't seen in the game before. So Matt Barraleza, I'm messing up the name. Matt Barraleza hits a 2-run homer and hits 2 home runs in the 7th inning. Denver on their way to the next round. Eight-run inning for the Dynamite there. Quintanilla doubles in 2 more. 13-2. Chris Lane, 2nd home run of the game. But that will do it for the High Rollers. 13-3, Denver. Let's take a look at MVPs. Let's take a look at the next round's matchups, and then we will move forward again tonight around 9 p.m. Crazy series there between Denver and Las Vegas. You got to thank the Game 5 home run with 2 outs in the 9th for Corredora, even making it possible to get to that Game 7. Playoff coverage. Let's see here. Wild card series. MVP Justin McPeak for the Bighorn Rams. First award for the 23-year-old in his career. Corredora gets that MVP for the Dynamite. 2nd MVP in the playoffs for Corredora. New York, it's Mark Denton having a big series for the Empire. John Sylvia, I'd called this early. He was on fire in those first few games. First award for the 24-year-old in Toronto. St. Louis, it's Mike Stewart coming up big, 24 years old in his rookie campaign. And for the Chiles Picantes, Matt Sullivan, the shortstop. Absolute stud this year. Carrying it over into the playoffs. Take a look at the matchups. We've got Denver traveling to Tampa Bay to take on the Cannons. Our reigning champs, the Empire, are going to have to go into Toronto thanks to that late season surge by the Griffins. Let's see if that home field advantage makes a big difference. Bighorn Rams get to go to play Virginia and the Fire Conference defending champions. They were in the championship last year against New York. And then we've got St. Louis on the road against San Antonio in that matchup. So, congratulations to our 8 remaining GMs. We'll get some exports and we'll pick this back up tonight.